Good morning, everyone. This is your teacher Tushar Agarwal here again before you with the chapter Introduction to Computer Networks. Friends, in the last session, we are talking about the website and the other things. So, today we are going to continue with our chapter that is website concepts. Now, first of all, what we have studied what is a website, what is the importance of website, why do people certainly visit websites, what are the components of a good website. These are the components of a good website, things we need in order to build a website. That is a website structure. That is the working of a website, that how DNS sends it to web browser sends it to server. Now there are some examples of website I have given you, such as Wikipedia, Google.com, Amazon, CBAC, Facebook, etc. Now we are on the thing that what is a web page. I told you that web page is a document or HTML document commonly written in HTML. A web page is often used to provide information to its visitor. These are the differences between web page and website. So now let me start today's session with two types of web pages we have discussed. First one is static and the other one is dynamic. Now let me start with the static. Static web page are very simple web pages written in languages such as HTML, that is hypertext markup language, JavaScript, CSS are cascading style sheets, etc. Means those web pages that are written in some language are called static web pages. Now what are the more features a static web page has? Whenever a server receives a request for a static web page, then the server sends the response to the client without doing any additional process. Means simply the data is transferred or transmitted, and these web pages are seen through a web browser as these were designed. Means these were designed on the web browsers, so it can be seen as it is, as they were designed. No additional process was done by the browser or the server. In static web pages, pages will remain the same until someone change it manually and deploy these on web server. Means static web page को अगर हम हिंदी में समझने चाहें तो the static web pages are the pages जो हमारे लैंग्वेज में बने हुए हैं, such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS. जब भी सर्वर के पास ब्राउजर रिक्वेस्ट करेगा तो सर्वर डायरेक्टली वेब ब्राउजर को रिटर्न कर देगा. कोई भी चेंज इसमें पॉसिबल नहीं है until और unless we have to stop our work. हमने काम को रोकें और स्पेशली सर्वर पे कोई चेंज करें. मींस इट इज फिक्स्ड. अगर हमने बना दिया तो वो बन गया, इट इज फिक्स्ड. नाउ चेंजेस अगर हमें करने हैं मैन्युअली तो मैन्युअली करना पड़ेगा और वेब सर्वर को अपडेट करना पड़ेगा. नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट व्हिच इज डायनामिक वेब पेजेस. नाउ डायनामिक वेब पेजेस आर रिटन इन लैंग्वेजेस सच एज जावास्क्रिप्ट, एक्टिव सर्वर पेजेस, .NET, PHP, it is PHP not PHP, etc. In dynamic pages, the content of the pages varies as per the requirement of the visitor. It means while filling a form on the website, it is a dynamic web page, as the content vary according to us, what we want, what we don't want. Now if we log into any website, then our name is displayed, right? It means I will take an example of banking website. Yes, in bank, what we are going to do, suppose I have opened HDFC Net Banking, then my name will be displayed on the top, and there are several options. I can transact my money, I can inquire about my account. There are so many options I can do. So if we log into any website, then our name is displayed. Similarly, if other person log in on the same site, his name is displayed. It takes more time to load than static web pages, as these are bulky than static web pages. Now dynamic web pages are used where the information is changed frequently. Example की बात करते हैं, stock prices, weather forecast, booking such as airline booking or bus booking or train booking. You can take within a few seconds. The seats will be reserved, and after that you will not be have the seats. You can book airline. The price will fluctuate according to the time. So all these comes under dynamic web pages. So anyone can expect example from you. So you can put an example of stock exchange, weather forecast websites, these booking websites, or some form filling websites, banking websites. Now, how could you differentiate between a dynamic web page and a static web page? Now, this difference comes from these 6 points. In static web page, pages will remain same until someone changes it manually. It means we have to change it manually. Now, in dynamic web pages, content of the pages are different for different visitors. This is the first point. Second, static web pages are written in the languages such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. Hypertext markup language, JavaScript and CSS. Dynamic web pages are not written in these languages. They are written in CGI, Ajax, Active Server Pages, ActiveServerPages.net. It is less complex. It is more complicated. As dynamic web pages are there, the content vary according to the user. Informations can change rarely, information can change very frequently, such as I will take off the stock. One stock is up, then in the next time it is down. It takes static website take less time for loading, they take more time for loading. You have to note down this. Database is not used, database is required. Now static web page will remain same until someone changes it manually. Dynamic web page content of pages are different from different visitors. Static web pages are written in languages such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. Dynamic web pages are written in languages such as CGI, Ajax, ASP, ASP.NET, etc. Less complexity. They are more complicated. Information are changed rarely. Information are changed frequently. Less time for loading. They take more time for loading. Database is not required because no information is to be saved after that. Database is required as different visitors do different tasks. So these are some of the differences you have to write. This question can be asked in your exam. So let me move on with the next topic, that is web server. Now, what is a web server? Now, web server is a computer where all your content reside. Web server is a computer where the web content is stored. If we talk about Google, the server of the Google is called the web server because it contains all the data that we want to access. Basically, a web server is used to host the websites and deliver the resources requested through web browser. Means जो हमारा web server होगा वो host करेगा websites को and deliver the resources requested through the web browser. In more technical term, it is a program that uses HTTP. Yes, friends, what is HTTP? I told you in the earlier sessions. HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol for serving files that create web pages for users in response to their requests that are sent by clients to the. इसका सीधा सा मतलब हम समझेंगे अब हिंदी में कि वेब सर्वर क्या होता है. वेब सर्वर हमारा वो एक कंप्यूटर या एक मशीन है जिसपे हमने पूरा अपना वेब कंटेंट स्टोर किया हुआ है. एक्चुअली एक वेब सर्वर हम बोलते हैं उस चीज को जो हमारा उस वेबसाइट्स को होस्ट करता है और हमें रिसोर्सेज प्रोवाइड कराता है वेब ब्राउजर के थ्रू. इफ यू गो टेक्निकली, हम तो टेक्निकली जाएं तो HTTP को जो फाइल सर्व करवाता है मींस हाइपर टेक्स्ट ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल, दैट इज नोन एज अ वेब सर्वर. Means a web server is responsible whether the particular item is got or not, because if a thing is residing on the web server then only you can have access. Now for example, I will search on Google for anything. If the Google is having a query about it in this web server or the content in their web server, then it will show us. Otherwise there is no chance that it will show us. Google we can get many information. So all these information are stored on their web server, means they are hosting many websites. Now features of a web server: it is secure, yes, only the data which is required by the browser will be sent. Fast in speed means high bandwidth. Able to mitigate bandwidth congestion, yes, if bandwidth congestion is there it will mitigate. Maximum uptime means always response, yes, if your server is working you can get answer anywhere. For example, I will again take Google. I will have Google anytime I want. So friends, next is support most of the server side of scripting languages, means web server supports most of the languages that we are having. Easy user interface, virtual hosting. Now web server is secure. Fast in speed means high bandwidth. Able to mitigate bandwidth congestion. Maximum uptime means always response. Support most of the server-side scripting. easy user interface, and virtual hosting. Now, what are the various functions of a web server? What are the various functions of a web server? Now, first is stores and secures website data. Yes, we are storing website data on the web server. As I told you, what are web servers? Web servers are those that contain our data. Provides web databases access. Provides web database access. Yes, it is true that it provides web database access. Serve the end user request. Yes, the end user means whatever the browser is asking, it will serve that it is there or not. If it is not there, an acknowledgement is sent. Bandwidth controlling to regulate network traffic. Yes, it will regulate that this much of traffic can only access the person. Virtual hosting, server-side web scripting. So these are the functions: store and secure website data, provides web database access, serve the end user request, bandwidth controlling to regulate network traffic, that is virtual hosting, then server-side scripting. Now there are the various examples of web server. Apache Web Server, which is very highly known. It is developed in 1996, maintained by Apache Foundation. It is the most used web server today. IIS, Internet Information Services, that was developed by Microsoft. NGINX 2002 by Igor Sysol, used for large websites with too much traffic. Apache Tomcat, that is used for developing many websites. Initiate by Sun Microsystems in 1999, transferred to Apache Software Foundation. Now friends, Apache Web Server and Apache Tomcat are two things. Light HTTPD, it was developed in 2003, uses a very low memory, CPU and disk space for small web hosting projects. So these are some of the examples of web server. There are so many web servers existing in the world, so these are some which are widely used. Apache Web Server is the widely used web server which was developed in 1996. Right, IIS, International Information Internet Information Services by Microsoft. NGINX 2002 by Igor Sysov, used for large websites with too much traffic. Apache Tomcat, initiated by Sun Microsystems in 1999, transferred to Apache Software Foundation. Now, what is web hosting? Web hosting is the place where all the files of your website live. Means all the files are collected. Means all the files lie on there. It is the home of our website where it actually lives. A good way of thinking about is, if the domain name is the address of our house, suppose कीजिए हमारा घर का address domain name है, तो web hosting is the actual house that address points to, right? कि मतलब घर बता दिया गया है कि ये घर है, लेकिन कहाँ है actually उसको point करता है web hosting. Now all websites on the internet need web hosting. Yes, there are two things I told you very early stage of this chapter: local host and some live. So going live means we need a web host, that web hosting that our data is saved. Domain names and web hosting are two different services. However, they work together to make websites. Okay, so web hosting and domain name together are capable of making websites. However, it is possible with systems known as DNS. So what is web hosting? Web hosting is the place which is the actual address for the files. If we can think an example, domain name is our home, address of our home, then the web hosting points actually to that home. Now the last thing we are discussing in the website context, there are four main types of web hosting. Shared hosting, it means it can be shared by multiple domains or websites. Virtual private server means the main server is split into multiple virtual servers, hence the name is known as VPS. These virtual servers can be customized by individual websites. Now next is dedicated hosting. Websites are being hosted on a dedicated server. Dedicated means कि सिर्फ उसी website के लिए हम use कर रहे हैं, not other. Okay, it means that particular on that particular website all the technical settings are there, configuration, software, anything else we need is provided by the web hosting. Cloud hosting. Cloud hosting plans come with multiple remote servers. Cloud means we are doing it online. Each server has different responsibilities. If one of the server is compromised or has problem, the other servers on the network will take over the responsibility of other and pick up.